design a map that specifically has 3 clear lanes, and you could even describe the rooms in between the 3 lanes as the jungle area. If you're playing within the jungle area of a Counter-Strike map, it is quite jarring at points. Oh, and now we're getting the map bans in process. We get to see the inner thoughts of each and every single one of these players and the team captains themselves. Excuse me. I'm expecting safe picks for the early games, as if you try to pick too ambitious with these maps, you end up overextending yourself and not remembering any of the strats that you've practiced later on. So all of those long-range and experimental maps like Lake and Rialto, and to some extent Cobblestone is a little bit of a risk, because if you get placed on T side and you have to push ramp, or not ramp, you have to push drop and long every round, and they shut you down every single time, there's only so many things that you can do to counter that. Same thing with Nuke. Because Nuke, the CTs can cut you off at a very early point in the round. They can go through the middle doors, and they can screw up your whole game plan. So it's just a game of assumptions. You have to assume what the other team is good at, and then pick maps based around those certain skills that they have. It seems like they've banned Lake and Train early on. They've picked Rialto. Which is a slightly questionable move. I guess they might have heard me talking about Rialto and how much I hate it, and so they decided to pick it just to spite me. I'm interested to see what different strats I can pick up on Rialto. I know that there's an early wallbang on Rialto. Oh, and they pick Cobblestone as well. That makes two of the 3 questionable maps. Although I don't dislike them for banning Lake this time around. Lake feels more like a workshop map that the Valve just decided to put in Wingman just to test out the different balancing aspects of the game mode before they actually fully released it. It's sort of like adding Militia to competitive mode. We all know why that could have been banned. In some ways, the Wingman map pool seems like a little bit of a reserve map pool at the moment. Feels like old Counter-Strike with all of the unbalanced maps. And they have picked Inferno going into this, so we are playing on Rialto, Cobblestone, and Inferno going into this 2v2 match. The match will begin shortly. It's a very interesting map. I don't know how this is going to be played competitively, but I hope that it is better than it is played in typical matchmaking. I'm sure that it will be. The strats are quite easy to foresee. One difficult thing that these teams will have to get used to is the verticality of the map. You can go off of the ladders up onto the top, and that'll create some easy and early challenges for each one of the teams as they try to defend each bomb site or attack it. As you are not only looking at ground level, but you also have to look at 2 upward level buildings. And it looks like we are live. ESP-iX versus D6iX, or D6, as I'm just going to call them. One of the CTs taking up a vertical position. T's are going to try to take him out instantly with the Glock, and now the one remaining CT is on the ground on the left side. T's can easily push into him here, or just decide to punch him off. ESP-iX, Chinese man, is retreating back into the site, and he dies pretty fast. 2v2s, fast-playing maps, and the CTs are going to pay for it as they lose the first pistol round, and now the Ts get to force up. Well, let's see if the CTs try to force up any SMGs here. They're going to have $2,200 and $2,100, which makes them available to buy light SMGs if they want to. They are not buying, and they're rushing down the ramp, and they're going to die instantly. His instinct takes them out quick. Quick eco round for the CTs, and now they get to prepare for the next round coming in. June Sauce and Chinese Man trying to come up with some easy strats here. They're going to both buy M4s, or one's going to buy M4s? No, they're both going to buy M4s here. Full armor, but no defuse kits, as bombs aren't that important in this game. Instinct trying to get the early pick, but he gets picked off instantly now. T's are going to have to deal with one vertical, one on the ground. CT pushing up on the top, and he takes him out instantly. As the T's lost both those gunfights, as they weren't expecting those M4s to come out on the 4th round, and now the T's are going to be put in a rather precarious situation, as they both have to buy AKs coming into round 4. I've noticed a strat from the CTs, they like to push that vertical and push the ground position instantly into the round, and so if the T's catch on to that, that might be able to come as some sort of leverage. June Sauce gonna come up with the T. Second round in a row that he gets this engagement, he's gonna win it again, and now it's just instinct left. He takes out one of the CTs, trying to get him from the ground, and now he expects CT to come from the roof, and he is at the roof. CT didn't see him at first, and he doesn't see him again. Getting instinct from the long range as he takes him out once again. That roof position really taking leverage against those T's as they win the second round on their half, and now it's the 5th round, and now the T's have a reduced economy. AK and a Galil coming out here. It's starting to get desperate. They ran out of all of their money. Coming out with a full buy here, although he does have Shadow Daggers, so at least he has some style points coming in. Both of them coming from the right alleyway. CT's again coming with the roof and the ground strat, although one jumped onto the ground. He's looking the wrong way as June Sauce is taken out, and both of the CT's get taken out in quick succession as the T's win that round once again. Now it's a back and forth game. Brutal for the CTs as they're trying different strats, but the T's are starting to adapt to it. June Sauce coming in here with the Deagle, and Chinese Man coming in with the M4 as it's a desperate buy, but they'll make way with what they do. T just peeking from his backpack, and the CT just saw him, but the op got him first. Now Instinct from the left side, he's going to take out the CT once again on the roof. The T's win their 4th round of the game. Now the CTs are low in their economic needs. $3,000 coming into the 7th round. They both buy pistols. Light buy. They might be able to shut down one of the T's rushing onto the site. T's decide to nade one of the sides, but it doesn't reach any of the CTs, as now they're getting pushed up on by this light eco round on the CT side. Chinese Man pushing up on the right side, and the other 2 T's trying to pick off one of the CTs. Lingering onto site, but he falls back into CT spawn. Now he's trying to find a different angle to get him from. P250 can't reach him on the roof, but he does take off a hefty bit of his HP for a pistol from that range. Now he's trying to find the location of the T again. T finds him, but he can't kill him, and now there's just one T left. They decide to use those P250s to their advantage. Tries peeking on them, and he gets him. Easy kill with the P250. Quick headshots. That's something that they forgot to nerf all the way for the P250, as it shuts them down quite fast. Although both sides have a comfortable buy now, so it's a buy round versus a buy round coming in here. Instinct trying to push onto site for once, but Junesauce is on the other side of that smoke. He doesn't see him in time. His aimbots pushed up himself all the way. Misses all the shots with the AK spray, and he misses too many as the AWP picks him off quick and fast. Now Chinese man taken off guard. Now it's just Junesauce versus aimbots. Junesauce retreated all the way over to T spawn. Comfortable position because of those buildings, and the T will be exposed out in the open. Trying to get back to the bomb. Can Junesauce cut him off? Doesn't seem like he sees him just yet. He catches him off guard. Misses the first spray, though. That might be a problem. No, he recovers quite fast, as it is 4-4 coming into the mid section of the game here. Excuse me, I'm stuttering over my words a little bit here. It's just the action is so exciting. And Rialto is so unpredictable. So we're going into the mid-half here. Kill distribution on both teams is pretty even, which is nice to see. You don't want a too lopsided team coming into a tournament here. Both CT players finishing with 4 kills. A little bit lopsided for the T side, as Instinct got 6 kills and Aimbots got 4 kills, with 4 MVPs coming to Distinct. I kept calling him Instinct during the game, and I don't know what those Chinese characters exactly pronounce to, but for the comfort of everybody listening at home, I will not try to pronounce those Chinese characters. Yes, the strats here coming into Rialto were quite expected. It's mostly just been one CT coming vertical, one CT on the ground, and they try to pincer what Ts are left on the ground, although their strats started to fall apart when the Ts realized they too could go on the roof. And so it's going to be a little bit mixed. A little bit mixed of an experience. We are going into the switch half between ESP-iX and D6iX. I managed to pronounce that one right this time around. CTs, again, trying the one vertical, one on the ground strat, although the Ts have predicted their strat, but the T got picked off instantly by that quick USP headshot. Now Junesauce has to reposition against these well-established CTs. One is pushing on the ground, but I'm not too sure that he knows Junesauce is out of it yet. Now Junesauce has to wait behind the wooden pallet. CT trying to wallbang all the wood, but he tries too much on all of them. He should have just dedicated to one. Now Junesauce, maybe catching him off guard, takes him for most of his HP, and Distinct flanks from the other side and catches him with his pants down and with his clip on the ground, as it is now 5-4 for D6iX. We'll see this T side coming in with a light buy up to 2,000 and 1,500, as they're going to try to push the site here. Junesauce trying to get that easy bomb plant, but he just walks right into the rifles. T trying to push the site from the other side. He gets one kill, but he's not going to get the other one, as the 5.7 takes him out quite easily, rips through his chest. As the CTs win a quick round against the Eco, and now the Ts get one chance to buy. It's a very slippery slope if you lose this round, rather, if you're the Ts, because then it's just one round to match point. So a lot relies on them winning this round. He expects the one vertical. He misses most of the spray on the roof. He's going to try it again. trying to tap fire this time around, but the spray and the tap fire failed, as Junesauce once again is the last one left alive. He's going to try to scout out that CT on the roof, but he's just missing him, as they're peeking decide to be in different times. One on the roof, scanning the area, and they're just missing each other once again, although I think the CT caught him that time around when he was walking around the edge. Oh no, didn't look like it. Junesauce doesn't know that he's on the roof, so if the CT looks down, he'll be able to see him. Also, if he starts planting the bomb here, CT will be right under him. Or right over him, rather. He jumps down onto the site, but he looks at the wrong location, and he dies quite fast. Now the other CT is trying to pick out the T on the site. CT coming out the left side. Junesauce doesn't see him, and now he gets taken out by D6iX. 7-4 for the CTs. Now it's going to be a difficult situation for those Ts coming into this round. It's a near match point, as the CTs only have to win 2 more rounds to catch this tough Rialto game. And the Ts know it. They're light by and coming into this round. D6iX trying to rush the right ramp to hit that quick nade against the unarmored Ts, and that takes off a lot of his HP. Chinese man only with 46 HP rather. And the CTs are playing aggressive because of it. They know that they've got them on the back foot. One of the CTs playing in the jungle area. He's going to get a quick kill, but now Junesauce gets a trade. Can he get the CT on the site? Yes, he can! As the CT missed all of the spray, which allowed Junesauce to get that quick Wandig, and now Ts are making a little bit of a comeback here, 7-5. And now the Ts have a little bit more money to buy. They're both going to be buying the SG coming into this round, which is very useful for these long-range engagements if they can force the CTs into it. D6iX pushing the ramp once again, but he's not going to... Oh, he is going to throw that nade, and it is going to get Chinese man down to 70 HP again. That nade is being more and more deadly as these rounds come on. CT looking from the roof. Is he going to find him? If the CT on the roof pushes up a little bit more... Oh, it looks like D6iX wants to push up a little bit more instead. CT on the roof gets picked off very easily, but Junesauce, once again, the last one left alive. Seems like their designated clutch man here, as he's going to move around out to the other side of the building, and they're going to find each other. Oh! Junesauce finding him out first as the CT just looks away in time. Well, in time for him to get killed, as Junesauce picks up that 6th round for the T side. Now it's 7-6 for D6iX. Unintentionally, the T side seemed to heed my warning as expert flash coming in here from the CTs. Another expert flash coming in from the CTs as the Ts are left on their back foot. Defensive here. CTs picking up an easy kill right off the bat. Now Chinese man for a chance is getting that clutch. But he doesn't know where D6iX is. He's crouch peeking with the UMP, and he's going to get him. He was at a weird angle for the T to get him, and he wasn't expecting. The crouching UMP strat is D6iX with 8 round points. They're 1 round away from clutching this game. D6iX mauling the left, or mauling his right side and the T's left side as they can't push that anymore. And the T's taking early dominance over this map. D6iX, or rather, Chinese man picking up that quick one tap on the guy on the roof. Now D6iX on site. T doesn't know it, and they just miss each other once again. D6iX takes out the 1T in the window, and now Chinese man left alive. 1v1 for this map. Chinese man just takes him out as he's pushing up onto the site. And now, if the Ts win this 1 round, they get to stay, play through overtime, but we'll see how it works out. D6iX having to win this round in order to seize this easy Rialto win. Thought that was a smoke they were throwing at first, but it just seems to be a flash. Junesauce holding a long angle with this AK against a light buy from the CTs. They could only pick up a UMP and a 5.7 because they were banking it all in the last round. Junesauce, he's going to be walking into a trap here. D6iX crouching with that UMP once again, taking the wrong position, but Junesauce still gets the spray on him, and now it's just a 2v1 with an under-equipped CT, although CT does have full armor and a defuse kit, so full armor and a defuse kit with a 5.7. Coming against Junesauce, misses first 5.7 shots, but he hits the rest. Now the Chinese man coming from the other side. Aimbots doesn't know where he's coming from. Chinese man has the advantage here. He's flanking from the other side. Is he going to expect it? No, he is not. And now it's 8-8. tie game coming into this, and now we're going to be going to an overtime round. Intense game here. Even kill distribution from the CT side, mostly even kill distribution from the T side, and a quick comeback coming from the T side. I wasn't expecting a Rialto game to come to an overtime situation, but we're coming into overtime 1 with a rather intense situation at our hands. ESP versus D6iX. Had to say that 3 times when I was only expecting 2, because now we're going to overtime 1 between ESP and that team. CT's taking out the first easy kill out in the open, but now it's just Distinct versus Chinese man. CT on the site, and he's hiding just out of reach from the T. He's trying to scan all locations here. Chinese man coming quietly down the ladder. The CT only heard a little bit of the ladder coming down, and now the CT is getting dragged out to the other side, but the T baited him, and now... Oh, he baited him in the wrong way, though, because now the CT got leverage over the T and killed him quite fast. I don't know if the sound on the ladder was intentional from the T, but it resulted in his death. So now we're in the last round of the first half for this overtime match. And if the T's win this round, then it'll be a comfortable, well, another comfortable tie going into the next overtime round as Chinese man and Junsauce try to strategize a little bit here. Chinese man picking that long engagement, but he's losing against that AUG because the CT's expected that long engagement this time around. Multiple angles that these windows can get shot from. The T's have to watch out for that. Questionable nade coming from the CTs as they try to clear the roof, but there's nobody up there. Ooh, the AUG just got beat up at the SG, and now Aimbots is able to left the CT. He gets 1 kill, and Junsauce is pretty low, so he might have a chance here. Flash gets thrown from the other side of the map, and now Aimbots has to reposition, or not to get killed, but the flash didn't hit him at all. Now Junsauce once again has to reposition across the other side of the map. Aimbots looking anxious as he doesn't know where Junsauce is going to come from. Although he does quickly recover the bomb, and now he gets to push onto the bomb site. Although it seems like Aimbots is statically relying on 1 doorway in order for the T's to come through, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen because the smoke comes in. Now we have a questionable strat coming in here. Oh, he's going to walk right into the room as he gets killed instantly, and D6iX won that overtime round. As D6iX gets lucky with the bomb placement, and now they're just 1 round away from winning this first map. As the CT's moving into position, the whole map rests on this one. The CTs get taken out instantly on one side. The opposite in that close shot position, and they get taken out instantly as well as D6iX wins this map. 1 win for Rialto. Now we are starting the second map on Cobblestone. It's obviously not the most ideal map to be playing on, but these 2 teams picked it, so it must be within their liking. We are starting with a quick T-rush. I'm assuming that it's going to be from drop. Yes, it is going to be from drop, and the CTs are only from the right side. Quick headshot coming from the CT now, and now Distinct is left in a 2v1 situation. 1 CT on plat, trying to take him out fast. Now it's just a 1v1. Similar HP, similar situation. The one has a Glock and he's going to be taking him out rather fast as Distinct gets the quick bomb plant. Onto the CT here as it is now 1-0. CTs could pick the Zoo Spy, because it's quite easy to get a Zeus kill on drop. That's one of the only reasons why most people play this map, is because of the quick Zeus. One guy buys full body armor, and the other one just buys nothing, as he's going to try to stop this Galil and the AK from pushing out the flat. He gets killed rather fast, and now this full, or rather body armor buy might come in handy, as the two Ts pushing out on the site. One clears chicken coop, and now they've eliminated most positions that the CT can be coming from, and he's going to be coming from long this time around. As Chinese man not going to be expecting this long-range engagement. D6iX might have saw him, and now he definitely sees him. He's going to be taking him out rather fast with that quick headshot, and it is 2-0 for D6iX. ESP can now buy their weapons, and they're going to be buying full head armor and an AUG, along with an M4 silenced. Typical strat that I've started to see as well in this game is the CTs don't have a strat. It seems like they're just holding whatever positions they can, and the two Ts are now trying to push out on the site. The AUG is holding chicken coop, and he's hiding behind that corner, and the two CTs take him out rather fast once again. CTs, with the lack of a consistent strat, end up fooling the Ts into thinking that they'll just be split off into two of the positions when they double stack the one that they were going to. Now the Ts are going to try to double stack this one. T just finding that position to take out the T, and now they can waterfall onto drop. CT defending from chicken coop. He's hiding himself from drop, so the Ts won't be able to see him unless they clear. They throw that Molotov to drag him out. Gets hit. A little bit of his HP. Now he's getting shot for the rest as the Ts scout him out and kill him rather fast, as D6iX clearing that round once again. CT's bringing out that AWP, tired of getting hit from these long-range positions, and now they're going to be taking matters into their own hands. He's probably going to be playing chicken coop with it, because that's the only long-range position that has cover. Bots tries to clear drop, but he's getting hit by that flame as he gets hit for 70 of his HP just standing into that flame while he was flashed. Now Junsauce can pick him off once he comes out long, as he's going to be holding it from chicken coop. Let's see if he picks him off. Quick shoulder peek, but then he just stands out into the open and gets killed instantly. D6iX tried the same thing. He might get a little bit more kills with it. Junsauce still holding that tight position and might wide peek just to scout out the teams. Wallbanging through the wood, and he doesn't seem to get him. Chinese man just outside of his range through the smoke. Are they going to see each other in time? No, they're not. As Chinese man gets taken out rather fast. Now the Molotov's coming in the chicken coop. It's going to push him out to the other side. Can the AUG get him in time? Yes, it can, as the Ts win another round. Seems to be a steamroll coming into this T side, as D6iX picks up his AWP as well, which will be deadly in any position for the Ts. Walking onto the site, they can peek it from drop, they can peek it from long, and once they hold site, they can hold it from anywhere. As the two CTs, I think they might, yes, they might be trying a drop flank here. The both of them might be trying it here, as the Ts get taken off guard. D6iX wasn't expecting it, but he's not killed. He just has 3% of his HP left. CTs get another angle. Yes, they take out D6iX, but they do not take out the other one, as they were too focused on that AWP. Now they Ts still have that AWP. The flank was mildly successful, and it did take an AWP right out of one of their hands, but unfortunately that AWP was already in his hand, so he gets to full buy that AK and all of his utility as D6iX. D6iX and aimbots splitting up their attack here against a rather full bot CT. Rest of the map is static, but the CTs are trying to take up an early position, and the Ts are expecting to get impatient at this point. Both of the CTs got impatient, and they both paid for it, as ESP gets taken out once again. Ts are currently steamrolling them with 4 rounds in a row. And all the Ts have to do is maintain this constant attack against the CTs, and they'll have a perfect chance. They block the rush from the Bison, then now Junsauce has to contend against that AWP with the scout. Quick headshot, he might be able to take out any momentum that they have. Throws the nade to soften up his opponents, and he hits him through the wall, gets him for 10 of his HP, and now it's just a 1-to-1, 10 HP, so it's a one-hit kill for that scout, but it's also a one-hit kill for that AWP. He's missing all these scout shots. Now he's flipping over to his utility. He has one piece of utility to work with, and the T gets taken out as he repositioned in time. Rather fast compared to Rialto, and we are at a 6-2 game. ESP coming over to the T side at a disadvantage, but the kill distributions, as usual, are equal. Those are rather action-packed, and even though it's 6-2, it didn't seem too one-sided. There weren't any glaring issues from either side, especially the losing side. Cobblestone is yet one of these maps to be updated by Valve. It was updated for the Halloween time back in 2018, if I'm remembering correctly, but then they just didn't do anything with it after that and they took it off. Now it's just sitting here dormant in Wingman. They might decide to try to reform some aspects of it in Wingman and then transfer it over to competitive, but it's Valve, so you never really know what they're going to do. And just like Valve, I don't know what D6iX is going to try on the CT side coming in here, as for the CT side, there isn't really much of a strat in the likes of close range holding, because if you try to hold long with a shotgun, you can just get flanked from drop if your teammate dies, and then there's nowhere really to fall back. Technically speaking, you can hold a shotgun from CT spawn and close drop and close long, but the amount of places that you can hold with a long-range rifle are much more effective because you can dip in and out of cover. Close-range weapons are equivalent to a kamikaze attack on Cobblestone, where you get taken out rather fast. And now ESP coming in with these kamikaze attacks because they're going to need it. If D6iX, once again, just like last game, wins this round coming in, then it's going to be another difficult situation for ESP. ESP rushing quick drop, and both of the CTs did not cover drops, so they're going to have a clear route onto the site. Aimbots just getting 8% of his HP taken off his Zesian trade. Find out another angle distinct. Getting in an aim duel with Chinese man, and he gets taken out for 75 of his HP, and now he's just going to be on the other side of the site trying to find some kill, and CTs are just switching to their knives. All hell broke loose at the end of that round, and now there's a little bit of a bad manners situation going on with the CTs as the ESP attack fell apart rather fast. Negev, double Negev buy coming in from the CTs here, as there's a heavy bad manners aspect to Cobblestone once shit starts hitting the fan. One of the T's coming in from long, and he's going to be coming in for the Bison. He's going to be met by not one but two Negevs, although both of the Negevs almost got wiped out instantly, and now distinct. Trying to find the other T from across the map. He gets a quick Wandy because those double Negev strats didn't really work out for them, and now the T's have a free Negev that they can use. And that Negev will probably either be used to hold off the op peak from long or clear out angles off drop. But it doesn't seem like they're going to be using it either way because they drop it onto the ground. Now the CTs, again, the close drop by as he gets taken out by a quick Mag 7 to the face. Getting impatient as the CTs usually do on Cobblestone, and now it's just a 1v1 rather, as Aimbots has to pick up that Bison. It's the most long-range weapon he has around him, and Junesauce with the long-range rifle advantage, but he has to clear a position of the map that's rather close range, and he switches over to the UMP. So now it's a SMG versus SMG situation. Aimbot's not looking in the correct position. He might pay for it, but he's also inside of the window, so Junesauce won't be able to see him. But Junesauce maintaining that walking position throughout this entire part, and the CT did not suspect a thing. The bomb is taken right from under him, although it depends where Junesauce is going to plant this bomb. He plants it just out of reach, and now Aimbots has to retake this site. Junesauce might go back for his AK after clearing that close range position. No, he keeps with the UMP because he doesn't know where that CT is coming from. Aimbots having to clear this site. Completely blind, and the T hiding just like he did in drop. The CT does have a kit. He's clearing all these positions. He's going to see if he went long, but he didn't go long, and now Aimbot's revealing his location to the T. This is a very favorable situation. UMP getting all the shots off, but he almost died instantly as Junsaw's just clutching out that post-plant position. And now ESP-iX making a minor comeback against D6iX, although let's see if they can maintain the momentum coming in here. ESP-iX maintaining that UMP buy since it seems to be working out for him, at least clearing out that close drop, and now they're doing a double Mag 7 setup, much like their double Negev setup. Distinct. Waiting for them to push up that long position, dodges the flash, and now all he has to do is wait for them to walk into his crosshair. Junsaw's clearing out the chicken coop position, nobody there. ESP-iX coming out on site, 11 HP, and he gets taken out instantly. Junsaw's trying the same thing, and he dies the exact same way as D6iX. Rather distinct, takes out both of those T's rather fast. Now it's match point. ESP-iX having to find out what the CT's weaknesses is this round. One Bison and one AK coming in here as Chinese man. Gonna be trying this quick drop strat. At least I can only assume they missed the Molotov onto drop, which allows the T's to take a quick position up, and now the CTs have to defend 2 positions coming out of drop. Junsaw's is the only one that took advantage of it, however, as he tries to throw nades, but he has to reposition here. Throwing a flash over, although it doesn't affect any of the CTs, as now Distinct knows where one of the T's is coming from. It doesn't seem like Junsaw's is any wiser. Bison, no match against that SG, is now Distinct, taking out Chinese man for most of his HP, and he's going to have to reposition in long here. Can he kill them? They both kill him at the same time. As D6iX wins the second map of this tournament, as that is it. D6iX winning this round of the tournament, knocking ESP. Intense game from both teams for the most part.